Hi, I'm back. Today, I think we're going to be spending one last episode in Sochi. It's a relatively new city, so there's still a fair bit to be done as far as ironing things out. You know, just making sure that the aesthetic considerations that have driven the design so far are visibly preserved. It can be pretty easy to forget what you're doing with a town that doesn't have a particularly characteristic shape if you leave it off for a while. I don't see why I would be returning here too soon after we finish things up for now. So I just want to make sure that all my ideas are played out. Now, one of them, I don't know if I mentioned it on camera before, but it's been here from the start, is that I want to turn this area into a small nature reserve. So I'm going to want to outline where that's going to be. And I also want to make it clear where the edge to this grid is supposed to be by laying down some more farms in another style. So, now that we're here, let's get straight on to it. First of all, we could probably stand to improve things a little bit here with this little patch of land adjacent to San Ginés. It's going to have to be developed at some point. So, I'm honestly pretty inclined to put some industrial here. Seems like a fairly reasonable site for it, right? Right along the edge of the city tile. To try it, because if there aren't jobs around there, people are just gonna go across the border in crazy numbers, and traffic will be unmanageable. Yeah. In fact, might as well even put down another shop. Just to make sure that there really are jobs around here. Yeah, I think the outskirts before this park should definitely have some kind of job availability. Otherwise, there are just going to be problems. Yeah. I think that's all I'm going to do for the red grid there. Yeah. That should be plenty. I don't think I need to expand all of these, or develop all of these lots right now. You can just do that with a few. It should be fine. Maybe over here, another spot for industrial, like so. How do I want to expand this? That doesn't look like too bad an idea. And this area, in contrast, I am going to expand right now. How's about like this? Maybe we could even use some dedicated park space around here. There definitely aren't too many parks in the area. I'm kind of feeling something Maxis for a change. So if I want to place those, why am I scrolling them way down? Yeah, maybe just medium part green. a gazebo, playground, and just a couple of small park greens. Yeah. Access parks don't look that bad. It could use a bit more detail and better tree models though. But I'm not overly concerned. I mean, you know, I'll place it for the variety. So yeah, that seems like a fair expansion of the town in that direction. And now for over here. I think I want almost the whole waterfront in Sochi to be dedicated to this park. So maybe something. Yeah, I think that's maybe even. No, actually, this is good. It's a straight line border on that side, which isn't entirely what I was thinking of, but honestly, it should be fine. Because I did want some of it to touch the highway, and this is pretty much the only way to do that. Should densify the forest around here at some point too. Now, I think that I should do something to make it clear that this is a park and not just undeveloped land. So one really easy way to do that is to place some kind of picturesque lake. Yeah. Maybe something of that sort around here. With my ploppable water, and we'll get started. Here it is. So, oh, by the way, I don't know if I mentioned this, but you might have noticed it on the region view. I replaced all those game water lakes and tide water with ploppable water like this. Looks much better. I'll have to show that to you guys in a while. It's gone from being maybe one of my least favorite places in the region to probably my favorite of the bedroom community type cities, if you know what I mean. Still doesn't have too much going on, but it definitely has a nice look now. Alright, we're pretty close to the beach, so I think sand would be appropriate here, as opposed to gravel or moss or pebbles or something like that. Yeah. I'm not perfect at this, so I will have to go over back again in order to fill in some gaps. Yeah. I don't care so much about the gaps that are caused by close proximity to trees. Honestly, that seems even a bit realistic that, you know, there would be an area where the sand hasn't extended so far, and that's where the large plants would develop. But anyway, not too crucial. Let's go back in with our quarter tile. Yeah. And if I say so myself, not too bad for just one go through. So I think what I should do now is find some, yeah, this is what I was doing in Tidewater, placing a lot of flowers and rocks around the lake so that there's some clear space, sort of set them off a bit. But yeah. Especially in spots like that. Yeah, these rocks are actually kind of large. I like the peg rocks a bit better, but they take forever to scroll through. And these, I mean, honestly, they do look as good. they're just a bit large for my taste. Probably be more suited in a mountainous area, but yeah, I'm trying to give the impression that this is glacial till, I suppose. What with the lake, you know, it just seems like a natural accoutrement for an area with a lot of lakes. So, yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for September 1st before I rebuild some of those trees, but there is one other thing I could do. It's a piece of custom content that I downloaded but I haven't yet utilized. It's the Peg Scenic Drive Kit. So it's in the Parks menu, and I'll look for it now. Hopefully I won't be too clumsy using it, but I don't expect it'll be too bad. Is it really this far down? I guess it has to be. No, I missed it. Tell you what, I'm going to turn off recording for a moment, and I'll be back when I find this. Okay, well, I couldn't find it, which means either I didn't install it correctly, or it's just in another menu. So instead of that, I'm going to be using the Peg Pine Trails, which obviously are not vehicle oriented, and I've already used them in a couple places in this region. I think I'll have a couple trailheads too, because each one only has a tiny bit of parking. Then we'll have a little system of trails. It'll be a little bit more complicated than what I've built so far. Yeah, maybe a trailhead somewhere hereabouts. Yeah. Actually, I might go ahead and move that one to over there. Okay, so it's not too bad. I think I'm gonna have this turn a corner like that. Ooh. Jeez. What's up with this rendering error? It's just getting worse and worse, huh? Yeah, that's gonna curve like this. And it's gonna have to go around a bit like that. That. Yeah. And how's about going like this? Yeah. This trail, it doesn't have as much to see, but I think it'll be okay. I'm not sure I'm placing these right. Oh, that one's right. So I guess maybe I'm not fucking it up too bad. Yeah, that looks right too. Alright, I think I have the right idea. Yep. Next, I think we want a T, which of course faces like this. Maybe another one too, in order to get access to the beach out here. And we've got a fair amount of trail placed already, so I think we'll start filling it in just so it's easier to see what we're working with. Yeah. Like so. Okay, that corner is not placed correctly. Yeah. That's 2 tile gaps. Alright, nearly done with these pieces. Let's get our... Actually, let's get this corner again first. Jeez. Is there really no way to do this without demolishing trees? There we go. Now let's start placing these 1 by 1s right in. Huh. Yeah. Jeez, what is it in this area that's causing that? Oh, I was supposed to have solved all my graphics problems. Okay, yeah, that's how I want to do it. Yeah, so I think I want to actually we are going to be extending these trails out toward that other trailhead. Those are cool. Yeah. There we go. Okay, that's kind of far out, honestly. So I guess we'll build something that meanders a bit on its way out toward the coast. Yeah. Say like that. Yeah, that's probably enough of that for now. Yeah. Is this the T here? No, no. It was right here or something? Yes, right there. So let's make sure it's brutally obvious which one that is. placing a couple of these turn pieces. Alright. Next one needs to be in that vicinity. There we go. Yeah. Sorry I'm being quiet for this. Just trying to concentrate on the numbers so I don't screw things up too badly. Alright, well, it's gonna have to curve away from the beach at some point. Might as well do that now. Or how's about here? Looks good as well. Yep, gonna have our next tee over this way. Actually, that's not entirely what I wanted to do. Yeah, like this. And then the T facing like so. Over here. Yeah. Now let's start filling it in, because why not? I wish they had diagonals for this. It'd make it tougher to use, but still it'd bring it up to the same standards as all kinds of transportation networks. Yeah. Looks like I placed a corner and then forgot about it or something right there. Or did I? I guess not. That's just imagining things. There we go. Alright, now just the one size straight sections. Yeah. Jeez, these are giving me some kind of issues here. Okay. Well, I don't think that looks too bad. Now, just gotta hook up these last wait a minute. That's a corner, I believe. Or no, but it extends. I'm not making much sense, but I was just talking about which direction those corners were facing. Oh, damn it. This is the opposite direction it should be. Yeah. There we go. Very nearly done with this stuff. Alright. And we finally got it. That's it. Yep. Let me save for a moment and then zoom out. So yeah, it doesn't look too bad, does it? Oof, I'm eventually gonna have to figure out something to do with these two street stubs. But, well, that can wait for now. You know, that park took a little while to place the trails for, so I don't think I'm gonna get on expanding the agriculture in the region in quite this episode. Except maybe to place a little farming area over here. Alright. Yeah. Gotta keep it from directly touching the highway, so maybe we'll be able to preserve a little bit of a screen of trees. Yep, this is pretty uneven on purpose. Good enough. Actually, no, that's not good enough. There we go. And with that, we don't need that street to extend so far anymore. Now, let's fast forward, let those farms develop. And on next September 1st, we'll plant some trees. Looks like people are definitely using the new industrial zone. And that those 4 porno shops in a row have developed into something else. That was kind of funny. Trash for cash. Don't think I ever have had a reason to do that. The amounts of money are just so pitifully small. Alright, almost there. There we go. So, let's get these trees out. They're toward the top of our MMP's list, of course. Yeah, I want to use the ploppable versions over here because ploppable water can it can be a bit tough to use God mode trees near it without really derping things up. That's not what I'm trying to do here. I think the reason is because God mode trees don't necessarily place or grow in a tile that's available if the exemplars for the area around where they grow indicate that it's okay. So you frequently get them overlapping with buildings, roads, especially elevated networks, water. I mean, that's probably because they were intended to be used while your city tile was still functionally empty. But of course, that's not how most people use them today. Oh well, I don't know about most people, but definitely most people who use tree mods and actually know that you can use God mode trees after you exit God mode for the first time. Definitely those Illuminati type people use them more after they've already started cities. Okay, so maybe zoom out one more time and go to the God mode trees I've been talking about for so long. And that's the tool. Oh, don't want to get stuff in my lake there, so I won't use shift. Just trying to densify this forest a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, I'm getting some trees and farm fields here. Actually, no, I'm not at all. That was a bit... I mistook that little tree on that lot there, but I shouldn't have. It doesn't look anything like my God mode trees. Yeah, I did get trees and farm fields there, which kind of sucks, but... yeah, might as well bulldoze the whole thing. It's not like it has sentimental value or something. Anyway, I would say that this is it for Sochi. Wow, that is a lot of traffic. Yeah, we can... next time, I think we are heading down to extend this rail line some more. And we're going to skip a city tile that's empty right now along the way. Don't feel the need to build villages in every single one that I've started. And go back to the town of Sammamish, which you might remember from when we were completing the cross-regional highway. It's the only place where I used any significant number of fractional angle curves. And we'll be doing some expansion there in addition to building out the railroad there. So, should be a lot of fun. After that is Lagos, which I'm looking forward to a lot. See you later.